first and foremost, I hope we're. I have a bit of a long story here before we start, but I'm not 100% right now. Like I did my day like normal. I went to the gym. I came home, and then since the weather is super hot but nice, wanted to get some sun. I power washed, and one fell off the ladder that I was on power washing my gutters, and I touched up my elbow a little bit here. It's like the 21 Jump Street where it's like messed up my elbow a little bit. So I fell off the ladder, which hurt. But then also after I showered and everything, I was getting all kinds of junk all over me. My allergies started going insane, and like I'm a little hivey. I'm hoping it's hives and not like poison ivy. But I'm already on one Benadryl with a Red Bull in me. They're at war right now. So I might go into sneezing fits where I might need to mute or something, which is unfortunate because I think the deck tonight is super sweet and I'm really into it. Basically, going into another story here. Been working on Jeskai energy control for like a really long time because there's a ton of money that you get if you play the shell, which is good since counterspell and swords are both like $1 billion. Um, so trying to figure out what to do with the budget. Phlage is now almost under $3, so we have a lot of money just in two Phlages. But with the rest of the deck being so cheap, we're able to do it without losing a lot. Aether Spike is obviously not like the best counter spell, but if we can counter something on two, we can like bank an energy off of it, and it's not that bad. But the rest of the shell is just basic like blue white, right? Like we got like lose focus, 1 mana removal, obviously dig through time. Um, yeah, Drake, I was just about to touch on that point. The one thing that I like about I don't want to listen to this. The one thing I like about this list that's similar to the Null Drifter blue white variants that you're kind of popularizing is the fact that you can go dress down end of turn 2 into Phlage turn 3, which is a ton of pressure against certain decks. And that's actually where like in some matchups, like I'll go over the sideboard here real quick too, just because we have time. Because like the main deck is kind of self-explanatory. But like I have this dressed out in the board, obviously for some matchups like initiative and things like that. But it's also for certain matchups where I might want to scam out Phlage earlier than later. Like I think a dress down, especially on the play versus burn, is like a fine thing to like board into. Like board out like to populate, but then you can potentially go like dress down into like Phlage. And then if they spend 2 burn spells on this, like you saved 6 life, you lose your Phlage, but at the same point you have like so much more time. But I'm on like a ton of spell piercers. I'm on Test of Talents because I felt like I had a lot of dead cards main playing like the Galvanic Discharge versus High Tide. So I wanted some more cards there. And High Tide seeing more play. I don't have any Grave Hate, which might make me soft, but I think like we're gonna exclude Naughty right now, just because I have like I can talk about that later with like the different 1 mana interaction pieces that I feel like relatively confident not needing like Rav Trap or Lantern or something. So like Hogak's really the big issue, but we have Anger of the Gods and then Temporary Lockdown. And then we can ideally save our swords for Hogak. Gotta have the Miser's Disenchant just for like random uh affinity and sometimes enchantments. And then this timely reinforcements Corbin doesn't see for when we play tonight. And then Crumble to Dust and White Orchid Phantom. These are both basically just post options, as well as just depths options because I see depths is starting to pick up. But I know people were saying like I think it was mainly Dude, but some other people were talking about it too, where like Crumble is like a little slow and they play like Warping Whale, but like I also just can't not like try to board something in for post because like you're gonna play against it. And if you can either if they play Cloud Post or Trench Post first, and you can blow it up, and then like nail the other one, then like you're fine. No, you're fine, but like the game's like a lot more fair. Yeah, like we have multiple sweepers, right? Like we have 2 Wrath of the Skies, 2 to populate. It might even be correct because I think like these 2 Wrath of the Skies are about the same price as 1 Phlage. It might be right to make like these a depopulate and then like Phlage for the other card. But I will say, if you have like a blue-white land on one going like Tune into like Wrath of the Skies, pretty solid. You can pick off a couple of guys early on. What up, Plasma? Just going over the deck for tonight. Talking about how we feel miserable right now. Oh, also another thing that I forgot. So I'm playing these iterations because we have access to red, right? If I had the money, I would play stock ups. I had stock ups in the original Jeskai energy list, but I can't afford it. And I think iteration is fine as like a mid to late game refill, because like ideal situation most of the time is that like where iteration hit a land, draw a card, or we're farther into the late game where we can like iteration into like a sweeper or a Phlage. Oh, I totally missed another reason why we may be miserable for the stream. So where I live is hot as hell. Um, it is like almost 100 degrees out. So, oh no, I just mean like I can't afford them in the list. Like I could rent them. I have the budget for it. But my upstairs does not get enough central airflow. So I would say like this room is probably in the 80s right now. I was trying to just play games earlier, just like to like kind of test out how bad it was. I was up here for an hour and I'm like, I don't want to do this like recreationally. I'm exhausted. All right, it's 7. I'm just gonna verify. The last few weeks we haven't had to do the player meeting, but I am gonna see if anybody needs us to. So I will be right back. Okay. We are against Final Defiance, who I can't remember if they were on Blue Post or they're either on Blue Post or tied. When's the next Creator Clash? That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks on Monday, the 13th. Defiance on Nadu, Plasma on Tide. Uh-oh. I do remember reading that earlier. Dude, I'm gonna need to get like tissues or something, I think. You're on Blue Post or you're playing against Blue Post? I'm trying to think. If he has on Nadu, I feel like okay. Because we have a bunch of different ways to interact on turn one. Obviously, we'd have to like fade Nadu then. I don't even know my sideboard for that matchup. I didn't really look that far. Yeah, like in theory, it's not bad. I think we also like it's something that we don't really talk about, but I do really like I like dress down if you have the two lands when they go for the kill. Because like, if they go to do like the Professor Hojo stuff, with like Labman to draw like their last card, you can like dress down in response. So it's something that like, they have to play around. And like to clarify, I guess for like YouTube, what I mean is like you let them go off, they get Labman and Professor Hojo in play, and then they go, target this guy with no cards in library, to trigger Professor Hojo, which says the first time that you target something, like, obviously when it comes into play, you draw a card, and you only do it once per turn. So then the dress down cancels out the lab man effect, so they draw a card and die. Let's pop in and watch Devon's while we got nothing going on. Steely Resolve. What is happening here? Is it like liquid metal coating? Yeah, I'm hoping that the Wrath of the Skies stuff ends up being good. Why is Devin blowing up his own lands? I think I'm gonna crush a whole bunch of these Izzies tonight. Oh yeah, we're doing liquid metal coating stuff. Okay. This island's getting blown up. So what does Glissa do? Destroy target artifact if its mana value is equal to the amount of unspent mana you have. So it just becomes tap, destroy land. Alright, I just want to see the card that he uses to blow up. I know it says our match started. Okay. So super cheap card. We would like to be on the play. This hand's not terrible. if it is Nadu, we have the exact thing we talked about, which is swords into dress down. The one thing I don't like about this deck, though, that we kind of have going on is like I'm on 6 pain lands, so I have untapped mana on 1, which means that I'm only on 2 Sulfur Falls, like in the whole deck, but this is like the exact hand where it's like the Sulfur Falls is gonna end up untap. I think Toad just hates posts, which like, can you blame the guy? All right, since we won't die turn 1, I'm gonna play the Sulfur Falls tapped. Because it also lets us kind of open up to do the dress down play. Yep. This also panned out because since he went what's up, Foster? We also don't get punished, like, even though I know we drew the outer car away, so it wouldn't have mattered, but him going Shuko means that us sulfuring falls on turn 1 is like the best play out of either lane drop. Yeah, we're on Jeskai control with Phlage. Okay, so they are scared, which is good for us. All right, if nothing happens here, then I will probably iteration next turn just because we have 2 1-mana removal spells. Yeah, I'm excited. Narcomoeba. Sure. He's got a beater. We will put this stress down in hand. This on the bottom, and then exile this. I can feel the Benadryl like doing its thing, so if this video or stream ends up feeling like it's like really long, because like the plays don't feel very good, I apologize in advance, but just like I'm already whooped. I kind of want to discharge this. I mean, because we have like double dress down. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, we have a bunch of time, but like, I want to just. Where's your guys' ambush? We're 1 card in the yard away from being able to like tap down for this dig through time. I do want to hold these stress downs though. Okay. What are our thoughts here? My thought is I want to. He has no land. Well, he didn't play a land. I'm gonna let him go for it. I'm gonna try to get him with the dress down. Because even worse comes to worse, if something bad does happen, we still have the swords. He's definitely like, okay, he has 6 cards in hand. Like, what is he doing? And I don't really want to use those swords if I don't have to, because now we're at the point of the game where he could not do. And I don't have an answer for it right now. Like, we can dress down with it on the stack. Gonna make him use his clock. I know there's like not a whole lot going on here, but I feel pretty good. Is it worth yielding to the Shuko activation, but not any triggers that would come from it? That's all he's doing. I don't think so, because like my plan here is to basically like dress down if he goes for the kill. All right, we're just gonna pass. I don't think I want to do anything here. I mean, I could rev for. We can rev for 2. Just okay. Yeah, we're at end step. Just checking. It kind of sucks because I could do the. Well, actually, no. Maybe I wait because what I can do is if I hold this Phlage and he goes to do stuff again, then I can end step dress. Well, I can dress down and then even dress down and end step and Phlage. This is Jamie all over. So we're basically playing chicken right now. Do I kill this? I feel like I just kill this. Like, let's make him use his mana. Because now he can't do his activation. Yep. Yep. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like every time that, like, he did this the first time he did Illusionist, he's just kind of like, I didn't think I would get this far. You know, as odd as it seems, I don't think I want to do the dress down play here. Because I can just dig. It feels like a lot of the things I'm saying are, like, contradictory, but... He's just giving us, like, so much time. I do like Wrath because it lets us pick off the Shuko and the guy. And then probably just Discharge. So we don't need any excess energy right now. So this lets us like have a bunch of permission up this turn, potentially do the end step dress down scam for Phlage. All right, nice, we won. We didn't actually. That's really good because we didn't actually expose dress down or Phlage yet. I don't think I want Disenchant because it only hits Shuko, right? I guess it hits that stupid dumbass bug, but it's probably not worth it. I think I just want to cut on some iterations. It's the jungle gym. Damn, Corbin gets a round 1 bye. His opponent just doesn't show up. He can't keep getting away with this, man. What if we win and have to play against Corbin? This is messed up. What are we going to do if we play against Burn? What am I going to do against Burn? What am I going to do? I'm curious what, because it's Defiance's first time playing Nadu, to my knowledge. So I'm curious on what list. He's probably just gonna like copy and paste Plasma's list since they were talking about it. But like I don't know if like the initiative's gonna have to be something that we worry about. Benuta. Will you go there? I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm gonna be crushing these Izzies. I already need like another one. And this one is already like almost room temperature. Like that's how like hot this room is. Okay, we are gonna keep this because we do have the discharge and swords to plowshares on one. So we'll see what he does. Nomads, sure. We'll leave swords up. The hesitation almost makes me feel like he has it again. Yeah, so we will sword this in response. All right, I don't want to discharge. Like if this attacks, I'm just going to take the one. I don't want to discharge it. So we can try to discharge this now, and he might have Pierce. I think that's fine. We really only have like 2 interaction pieces, which is like he mills everything. Or let me rephrase that. We either go to counter something, which he can pay the 2 right now, so it doesn't really work. Or we can discharge. It does look like he's gonna try to go for it. Well, maybe not. Dun, dun. The best thing that happens for us is it just goes to the end step. We can cycle tune. So fun. I'm up a game. I don't know what you're talking about, Fork. I'm up a game. Yep. God, I love my room temperature fizzy drink. I mean, if they're doing all this, they probably have Pierce or Dispute. Which, once again, like, nothing we really have, like, stops that here. I mean, if it's Dispute, it's not that bad for us because we'll discharge. Because they have Labman and Hojo in the yard. While you're here and our Nadu opponent is comboing us, if you're watching live on stream right now on Twitch, keep in mind that I am affiliate now, and you are able to use your Amazon Prime sub. Using your Amazon Prime sub does give you access to a variety of custom emotes, currently 4, one of them being Devon Bald. What? Doesn't he, like, die now? Because I can target this. I think I'm about to send him to the acid mines. Because he left 3 cards in his deck, didn't go for the kill. The fuck is maximize altitude? Oh, so he has Memory's Journey, probably. Yeah, so he's definitely got a Memory's Journey, sorry. Yeah, like, he's going to get 3 cards. I don't know the 3 cards on his hand. I imagine that one of them was Dispute. So he's targeting Savine's Reclamation, Labman, and Hojo. I feel like I'm safe for like a turn or two, which I could be wrong. He plays untapped. Honestly, there's a good chance I play this Razor Grass untapped. Once again, drew the Sulfur Falls. Kind of awkward. I feel like his hand to sneak what in. I feel like his hand has another enabler. The falls tapped. I don't know. I feel like I want the the extra pip on the loose focus. That was my thought process, at least. And if he doesn't do anything this turn that threatens me, then next turn I can do this because then I'll have access to Aether Spike and Loose Focus. So like the first one, I can Loose Focus first and then Aether Spike. Because this would be counterless at pay 4. So this is gonna let him see another card. He can't Lab Man or Savines right now. I feel like I just make him fight for this, because then he doesn't have his deck is Savines. Because he can Savines it back, but then he like doesn't have the mana. Did he play land this turn? I think he did. Yeah, he did. He did, because I didn't play land yet. I'm gonna fight over this. I might be wrong, but actually, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the illusionists are in the yard, so he can't illusionist me. I guess he couldn't because he didn't have the dread return. Hojo is fine, in your opinion. Just have to fight when he goes for the win, and anything else is a trap. We'll leave up this Aether Spike and tune the narrative. I guess that's true. I mean, like, once again, I'm like not at 100%, but I could be going through and seeing what his other card is. Like, how many? So one Spell Pierce, one Dispute, two Dispute, two. So two Spell Pierce, two Dispute. That seems like it might be all. So maybe he doesn't actually have interaction. This is targeting the Hojo. I feel like this is fine. I just have to go for the Lab Man, right? Because this doesn't do anything now. A great draw would be the Wrath. Dress Down's also really good. I feel like we got this one. Okay, that's also really good. Do I even do this now? I feel like this is a trap, actually. Because I just have Dress Down and Aether Spike. Because then I can't do both. I don't think I needed to do this, but I think it's fine. Because he has two cards. We know one of them is Lab Man. I can go to Aether Spike. I think he just loses. We'll just pass, though. I moved too fast, but I could have just played the Sulfur Falls here. So we'll just go for the Aether Spike here. Good old-fashioned mana leak. So yeah, you could dress down here. Not dress down, I'm sorry. Dread Return here. I guess that's true because then he doesn't get anything back. So we could have dressed down in response to the Wave Rider. I was thinking he was just targeting Labman. I wasn't really paying enough attention. It's gonna cost me tonight not paying attention. I think we're still good here though because we have the Wrath of the Skies. Oh, he has the lay and the draw card. That was bad. That was bad. Ugh. Do I want this disenchant? I think I wanted over this to populate. Just on the draw. Oh, the heat is already getting to me. My hands are like gross. Yeah, I should have paid more attention on the Wave Rider play. I was just literally thinking like he's going for Labman. So we should have won this match. Still can. Immediately after this game, I'm going to get another drink. All right, we have the swords on one and then Tune if he doesn't go for anything, so we'll keep. We're a little soft, though, after it. Wish I could teach my dog to get me a drink from the fridge. Interesting timing on the Once Upon a Time. I don't know if they're thinking that I will spell pierce it. Dude, I do. I do need a Corbin for that. I wish Corbin could get me a drink from my fridge. Dun, dun, dun. Another Once Upon a Time. Professor Hojo. I'm gonna need like a whole shower after this. Just after the stream. We'll take that. We take those. Big gets jam. Loaming Shaman. Sure. I am the hungry shark. And echoes in the halls. Or we found Dress Down. So I think this turn we just kind of chill. We have Dress Down and Swords. And then if we don't use our Dress Down, we do have the ability to like Phlage. I would also just like to draw like untapped red source and like remove both of these from the game. That's fine. Let's control. We're playing Jeskai control. We get 2 Phlages. We're in game 3 versus Nadu. I did punt game 2. Yes, sir. 2 Phlage. This is all the coke. All right. I don't really hate casting this Dress Down. So let's think about it. We go Dress Down, next turn Phlage, it just enters. We don't get the trigger. But now we have a blocker, and then we have a Swords if they go for it. Plus we could draw a removal spell here. Yeah, Phlage is a little over 3 now. So we're a little scared right now. Just a little bit. I won't lie to you, fellas. We're a little scared. But not like the end of the world. Maybe the end of the game. That's fine. It's funny because like I think we can oddly beat like if he's just like he's ahead on a couple cards because of Hojo, but like I don't know. We have a Phlage. Oh, we did hit the Nadu. Oh, Copy, what up, brother? Ooh, we got the Nadu. It's a little troublesome. He's going to get a lot of cards, which kind of sucks. We can't answer the board, though. I still feel kind of okay. Like, I'm going to move myself, though, because he has a lot of permanents in play now. I guess he is going to get to do the Nadu thing. Because he gets to do it on my turn also. Let's just do this and let him take his turn. Dude, I can feel a layer of sweat on my head. Nah, I'm not going to CubeCon. I work most weekends, so it'd be like, it's like really hard for me to do cool stuff like that. Trying to get a creator pass, that'd be cool. All right, so there's no point in me sorting this, right? Like, it's just no point. So we'll just sit here with this swords, wait for them to do something. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to play it out because I know he's a new Nadu pilot. Maybe my opponent misplays because I misplayed. Maybe my opponent is kind. I mean, Hojo is gone now, which is good because that's like one part of the equation. I mean, do I go for the lab man here? I mean, it's got to be here. It's not going to get any better. All right, that sucks. I have to get something to drink. I will be right back. Who dropped already? So we should have beaten Nadu there. I misplayed that. This is fine. I don't like this right now. Blue, huh? Bring me your ball. You gonna do this game? Yep, I gotta get up, and then you leave it there. Blue, red. Probably something unfair. It can cast this Wrath's, guys. Yeah, actually, I messed with the mana base for like... That's probably the what I spent the most time on with the deck. He's icing me here. Probably Rhinos. Probably Teamer Rhinos. Yeah, Wrath seems really good into Rhinos. Oh, we'll do this just so I have 2 pips on lose focus. We do have some time, though, which I like. Man, I can't believe I messed up that, the Wave Rider line. I haven't played enough control into Nadu, I think is my issue. I've been playing a lot of decks where it's just like, I'm just going to do my thing, and then board in the card that, like, helps me not die. So what are cards he probably has? He might have Rune Scale. Sweat of the Unforgiven. Do we feel safe enough? I think we feel safe enough to iteration, because I bet he's on Teamer and he doesn't have the green. And I don't want to use this Field of Ruin until he gets a green source. Brazen Bar is fine. Ouchie. I mean, I know we have this double Wrath, so we're like in a really good spot. How about this? I'll just draw my card. You like that? I think Control's like still super good. One, people just aren't playing it because it has like a terrible post matchup, which is like totally valid. But it's also like, man, these double field ruins are hurting me here. Come on, brain. But I think people's metas are like too open. We're cashing this in. If he counters it, it's fine. So you say that, but the moment that I sit down with like a control deck, I'm playing post. It's foolproof. God, if I wasn't so intimidated by a green source, I would pop these so I could get islands. Dude's isn't control deck is really sweet though. Fury, huh? You must pay one. Oh my god, bro. Do we actually just blow up his land so that way he can start playing some cards? Lelia. I do want to Aether Spike this. Give me a ball. Brush off. I do want to bank the energy off this, so I wish we could play a companion. I have two Phlage. We have a Celestial Colonnade. We can see a lot of cards, though. Yeah, Nad, sorry, dude. Got to put some food on the table, you know? How's he killing our Phlage? That's fine. We have been through half our deck and have not seen a Phlage, though. All right, so I'm doing this now, so that way I can pull the trigger on one of these Wraths. I want him to use Violent Outburst. We're going to do it to this land, too. Why does everyone scoop so early to Tide, but not to Nadu? I've gotten away with not having it guaranteed a lot more with this deck. I don't know, because honestly, that's fine. Sorry, I'm thinking. Like Tide needs a lot to win. It's not just like immediate. I mean, we need to find a Phlage. These pain lands have been a lot this game. Phlage, please. No Phlage. We haven't had our dig through time yet either. So I'm not a big fan of that turn, but Bloodbraid. All right, so I'm doing this for at least 4, so let's do... This still puts us in a good spot for both, for Gob Discharge. What an anemic game. It took him forever to find green mana, and I'm over here just like, can't find a Phlage. Yep. All right, I don't want to bolt this yet. Three win cons. Yeah, but imagine we draw the Phlage there. Do you think we got to discharge this, unfortunately? Rev would be an insane top deck if we didn't try to jam it earlier for 3. The Naked Shardless. Phlage. Hey, big fella, where you been? Chat, is this stabilizing? Bro's just casting that? Are we, like, killing my guy somehow? Lelia. He doesn't have another Rhino, so I think we just swords this, because he wants to get another card out of it. I don't know. Plus, I don't know what that link is, because I can't click it on stream, but I just love that it's like Jolly Smelly Raccoon Craigasm URL. It's like, I don't think I want to know what that is. Oh, okay. That is a weird. That is a really super weird. It's like, oh no, it makes sense. All right, brother has a footfalls. Right, so we're doing this so that way if he double blocks, I can Razor Grass before damage. Oh, okay. I'm a little scared. Where's your ball, baby? This one's taken a long time. We had to go through like 35 cards just to find the first Phlage. Went through 3 expressive iterations. Didn't find the dig through time either. I imagine he has the Fire Ice. So we go to combat. All right, Team of Rhinos. I like Lockdown. I don't know if I like all these Spell Pierces, actually. I think I like Test of Talents more, actually. Just 2 Test of Talents and a temporary Lockdown. I feel like our matchup's probably pretty good. Him by force, you by choice. I did not. I could have chose to do the Phlage call out earlier. Timely in this matchup. The tokens are really bad into Rhinos. This hand's okay. Yeah, 6 life is a lot, but if I'm gaining the 6 life, I'm probably, I don't know. It's tough to say. I feel like all of my cards are good against yeah, but he has like borrowers now. So it's like Lelia and it's like Lelia and like Bone Crusher. Yeah, I boarded out like nothing is the thing. Like there's a lot of cards that I wanted to keep in. I ended up boarding out 2 Toon and a Galvanic. Which even then I was like, eh. I'm on 26 lands because of this. Which I feel like is fine. No, Sphinx Rev is not killed. Also, with all 800 of these lands, or pain lands, I've been casting Rev a lot lately. Rev has been good. He's got 1 turn left, 2 turns left. Okay. We do have a bunch of lands that I feel comfortable that we can just try to kill this. So we could try to iteration for the thing next turn. Let's start here. See what he does. Okay, just lets that happen. He might want to fight over this iteration, which might be risky because he doesn't know that, you know, if we have a Wrath or not. Jolly Smelly Raccoon Craigasm. So it does have lethal. Ugh. So we did find the lockdown. I think he has a counter spell for it. Oh, I did make a mistake though. I should have played the Aether Hub because then I would have had an extra energy that I could have blew up a Rhino token. I tell you, I'm just not on it tonight. I like. I don't think we're coming back from that one. Yeah, no, I know it would have been. I know it would have been relevant. That's what I'm saying. My shirt has been like sticking to me since I came back upstairs. I gotta figure out something to do if it's gonna be this hot. I don't think I can keep this. This two-laner's kind of rough. You know what? It does have... We'll keep. I'm not happy about it. I don't have a lot of time, though, which sucks. That first game for both of us took forever. Like, I couldn't find the Phlage, which is annoying, but... Alright, I don't want to expose the fact that we have double white right now. I have to play kind of quick too, which kind of sucks. Fuck, this sucks. Probably should have fielded one of these end of turn. This play's gonna look kind of goofy, but I think I need to do it. I need to find the red source. And then pre-combat I can go to kill this. But he does have mana now that he could play he could play a counterspell. Yeah, but now he's not getting a extra card. We hit one of the Cascaders. We're gonna take 7, go to 11. Timely's good here, but we tap down. I think we just have to. I can feel, I feel sweat behind my ear. Hits Shardless Agent, of course. Dude, I feel disgusting. Like, it's actually bothering me, like, trying to stream right now. It's been bothering me just trying to do, like, anything. I think we get got by a counterspell, but I don't know what else we can do. No counterspell. That's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, dude, it's probably like mid to upper 80s up in this room. Brush off works there. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, brush off works. This is like one thing I hate about Test of Talents in this matchup, though. It's like you need it because you. What the hell happened there? No, he has brush outs. We saw it. All right, we got to try to find a land. These are like not quite the right lands. I just don't even think I'm gonna be able to win on time this one. The game one just took forever. There's the dressed out. I think that's how we're gonna have to win. Is we're gonna have to Phlage. We're gonna have to dress down Phlage, I should say. I'm just gonna try to red for 2. If there's a dispute. I'm like so behind on clock this matchup too. It's like embarrassing. That's fine. Phlage is on top. I mean, this might be Phlage. Oh, why did I? I guess that gives us lose focus this turn, but Oh my god, dude, my arms are like my arm is sticking to my playmat. Uh my playmat mouse pad. Are we gonna start attacking with Call It In next turn? Right on time, Test of Talents. Wait, damn it. See, I'm doing this wrong because I'm like trying to rush. Man, I am not having fun in this heat. This is also the first time I've really like had to play um hard control on Moto in like a long time. Yeah, it's a good point. There's no point in bluffing when I know I don't have anything. I don't want to have 6 here now though because I drew the friggin' Aether Spike. Yeah, there's been various points today that like my house, I'll look over and like I have the thermostat set to 69. Nice. And I'll just walk past and it'll be like it'll just show 71 and I'm like, dude, do your job. Dude, that's how Phlage feels. We're 30 cards through the deck and we haven't found the first Phlage. We might need like one or two other like win conditions. That was insane. Oh, Devin. Devin, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. What up, singer? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Fork because I don't know what he had going on, but it was not doing anything. I'm gonna mulligan this because it doesn't really do anything. Put this Rev on the bottom. Red, huh? Don't like that. Oh, wait, you're playing like Boom Bust or something. That's fine. Oh, no, absolutely. I didn't think I was going to get enough clicks in. Devin, you're sick. I don't know what this is. Master. Yeah, I mean, definitely worked for like the last one, but dude, if I didn't fall off a ladder, if I didn't fall off a ladder, sit in 80 some degree heat, have an allergic reaction to whatever was in my gutters, buddy, we might have a deck. I don't like whatever this shit is you're doing, Devin. You make the Lord very nervous. I'm gonna get my blue. Excuse me. We're just doing this fun thing against against Devin, where it's just okay. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna sit here, blow up our lands. I'm going to cast Expressive Iterations. You could have BM'd by resetting prior like 4 times during my last attack step. Well, I'm glad we're friends so that you wouldn't do that to me, because that seems pretty mean. Seems like a mean thing to do. I also like not getting to watch any games tonight either, because I'm like playing super long. I do think our way to win this matchup is going to be to do the dress down Phlage. I don't want to use this Field of Ruin yet because I want to make sure that I have access to a color mana that I might need like later on. Like if he blows up the Seachrome Coast and be like, don't find another one. I also don't necessarily want to like reshuffle with putting so many things back on the bottom. What riveting gameplay. I don't want to cycle this dress down just because I want to wait till I have Phlage for it. The Bane of Sailors. Interesting. I mean, that's his only card. I could kill it. Let's do this on end step and see what we draw. Please, Phlage. Okay, did not find Phlage. Ugh. So I think we're just fighting over Sailor's Banes now. Sure. Well, there's a Phlage. The thing that sucks is we don't have a whole lot of untapped white sources now. We have Adakar Wastes. That's fine. Got one card in handy. Don't want to play it. Interesting. So we're basically just trying to lose focus a... Oh, there's the Seachrome Coast. So we're just trying to lose focus something that is going to go after one of our white sources. Oh, we only have a red also. Jeez. Right, we do have to fight over this. Yep. All right, my turn. We do have a decent bit of untapped red that we have access to, which is good. That is not one of them. Don't really want to do this, but like... I'm honestly not opposed to like Wrath of Disguising just to like make a bunch of energy. So we're doing this, we'll get 3 energy. This lets our Galvs grow a little bit, but it also lets Aether Spike become kind of, let's say, pay 5. Because we don't have anything else going on. Right, that does play. We got a clock. That's fine. Okay, so we're out of basics. Cool. All right, what the heck do we board in against this? Spell pierces? This is not a Rev game. This is not a Wrath game. I don't even think it's a Galv game, really. This hand isn't the worst. It has cheap cantrips. Do 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 do. My dog is barking at something. I'm probably gonna go need to figure out what that is. Oh my god, see, this is what I'm talking about. What am I doing? I literally didn't play a land that lets me cast this Phlage. Doesn't matter, because he's blown it up anyway. Figured me out. So we'll take 3. The creature is prepared, so it is going to get to blow something up. That's some good insurance. So if he attacks with that thing, and we're just not going to block, because we don't want him to go, like, attack into it and then bolt it. Even if we are insulated. That's fine. We'll find the mountain. Yeah, so this is like telegraphing the bolt, so I'm not interested. All right, so we're kind of going to do the same thing here. So we're going to attack. He may go block bolt, but we do have ways to... I'm going to kill this guy. He may have ways... I'm sorry, the heat's getting to me. He's probably going to go block and then bolt. Okay, he doesn't. I don't know what's up with that attack then. Since we're playing Devon, can we actually get... Let's get a couple dev smiles in the chat. I do feel like we're in a good spot though. I mean, he's got to answer the Phlage. We have backup in hand. We can also, like, if we don't get... Okay, he's going to blow up a land, so we're going to float a blue. I'm trying to lock it as best as I can. The sweat is getting to me. The hot seat of the night. We're just gonna pass. We can, if he leaves his guy back to block, we can swords it. He goes to 9, and then we still have Phlage and then the trigger to kill. That's fun. Pictures off your phone. So he can't attack because he'll die. And we should have lethal here because we'll attack, kill his guy, hit him for 6, and then play the Phlage in hand. All right, nice. We got there. We're going to tune in a fork. Like I said, I got to go check on my dog. She's barking at something. Okay, we are back. Looks kind of complicated board state to walk back to. I've had like 4 of these things since sitting here. Like they're actually pretty. They're a relatively healthy drink. There is some added. Well, I don't think there's added sugars. No, there's no added sugar, but it is a little bit of a juice. I have no idea what my dog's barking at. It's like actually, I don't want to say it's cause for concern, but like I let her out. She did go, but like she barks at random stuff outside, like other dog walkers, people just walking, the mailman. So her barking at whatever right now, it could be a threat. I don't know. I wish I knew what game this was. I'm assuming it's game 3, knowing both their decks. Alright, I'll be back again. I've been here before. Man, cold. Fork wins his match and then drops immediately. Cold. I'm still running home to you. A cool period, eh? Are those from the recent? I did mean preordained, thank you. Oh, these are from Mystical Archive. So what's the Japanese one? Ooh, those are cool. Yeah, I know. High Tide versus Nadu, I know. If you wanted to see riveting gameplay, oh my god, his islands don't even match. This is interesting because unless he has a spell pierce, he could die right here because he's doing the coin flip. Or did he reveal? I might just be talking out of my ass. Okay, no, he revealed Nadu. Lavinia. Lavinia's a good hate piece. So we've assembled a Nadu. And this could be one of the challenging things with. Oh, it actually looks like Plasma might have mulliganed. But this is like one of the challenging things when you're playing against Nadu. Is the fact that sometimes they just like start playing guys while you have like all these reactive cards in hand. They should have made Nadu once a turn. I think once a turn is a lot more fair. Dude, I can't wait to take a Benadryl when I go to bed tonight. Whew. I think I remember Doomweight talking about Nadu. I don't remember the exact context, but I'm gonna take an ice cold shower when I'm done after this. It's been a long one tonight, though. I take a lot of the blame, admittedly, playing the control deck. I'm surprised he didn't try to do Nomad stuff right now. Because he just loses out on a lot of value right there, right? Potentially drawing 10 cards. Needle. No day. Thanks, Devin. I'm thinking with this I think this Lavinia is just going to prevent Defiance from dying, but I don't know. Because like the main kills are like actually I think he could have still won with, so there's probably a turnabout here. I think he could have still won with the Bond loop. Bond Insight expansion, all that stuff. Because I don't think, I think expansion just says copy. I don't think it says cast the copy. Our Plasma needs like dig through time and to like win the game. Probably GG's here. All right, yeah, that's the match. Oops, someone didn't report. Oh, I guess there was another match still going on. I didn't even see it. We're against Olazar, who I don't know. Well, actually... I mean, that's a little odd. We have like two people who played before that are getting paired. So I got this guy's name wrong. It's Olazar, not Oz. Right, speed magic. We're gonna mulligan this. We're on the draw, right? Yeah, we're on the draw. We're gonna keep this. Um, River of Tears. River of Tears Aether Vial? Brother is playing Heat. Then real, I let go of the wheel. The funny thing is, like, Vial is so good against us. I mean, that's pretty good. What do we think we're vialing here? I doubt it's fish with River of Tears. Maybe it's fairies. Double Aether Vial. Bro, I'm trying to eat up them Aether Vials. It's neat you lost to it. Yeah, I'm interested. It's cool. Sure. I'm sorry. So we're keeping vials on too. I don't want to waste your time like you waste mine. That's a Phlage. I might cast this Galv targeting his Vantress Gargoyle. And then just not spend any energy. Because it'll also let me know like if he's gonna try to counter it. It's also gonna unlock the counter spells in our hand. We also found a Phlage. We found a win condition. I mean, I got time. This needs 7 cards. Let's go to my turn. Is he exposed too much? Okay, so he's got a couple guys. So we're going to target here. So hopefully he goes for it. He doesn't. Interesting. Wait, I have 2 energy because of the Aether Hub. I'm done. We don't have any energy. Or we won't have any energy after I Wrath here. I like how you can tell, like, when it gets dark outside during the stream. I think I've had enough. Oh. I still don't really know what he's doing. Like, there's an Emery. I don't really know what the Emery's doing. He's twisting his stick. What does it do? I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Can't believe you used to be a part of me. So we're just gonna pop his guy. We do get Phlage next turn. Alright, so he does not want to play against the Phlage. We're bringing this temporary lockdown. This enchant actually seems pretty good. Dress down's probably fine. So is anger. Am I taking out like the populates? So it's got Vantress Gargoyle, Emery. It's like blue-black artifacts. Man, there was a sweet blue-black artifact deck called that I can't remember all the things it was playing, but its like main like engine was like 4 Esperzoa, which is like a 3-mana 4/3, I think, flyer. And at your upkeep, you gotta bounce an artifact to your hand. And it's an artifact creature, so like if it's your only one, you gotta bounce it. But there was like a lot of like grindy value pieces that you could pick up, put down. This hand's okay. Baby, it's obnoxious. Like, it's not great, but we have Colonnade. We have, like, Colonnade, Field of Ruin, can cast all these spells. Okay, probably gonna take the swords, I'd imagine, since we have double lose focus. Maybe this? Yeah. I'm a little nervous because there could be like an Aether Vial coming our way, and if that's the case, then it's bad for us because we'll have these loose focuses that won't do anything. I've also learned that until the heat goes down, we are only playing Fast X on the stream. So this one is going to get shelved for a little while, unfortunately. Probably take the swords because we have loose focus for redundancy. Opponent's being a good sport. All right, we got to find a land now. Land lets us go Field of Ruin your thing. Find a red source. Maybe we don't find a red source now. I mean, we just counter this. It's like kind of dumb, but it's going to cost us a card if we don't. Play this tap, that's fine. So now we could actually, if he doesn't do anything, we can Field of Ruin the river tiers and find a white source, and that gives us all of our colors when we do find Phlage. We can actually let this resolve and we'll just kill it. We do have Colonnade, so like, if he does just keep going, like, I'll play one thing and then pass. After a couple turns here, we will just be able to like do our thing. Just like Colonnade for you. Probably Field of Ruin this turn. I think it's pretty cool for a two mana guy. 2-mana, 2/1 flyer. Oh, click through. Click through finding his land. That's unfortunate. We'll just dig in response. So we'll find these, any order. This will net us an energy. This song's so good. If we find another Field of Ruin, we need to find blue sources. We're a little light on blue. I do want to protect this iteration that we have in hand. Yep. With swords still wet with the blood of their dead. All right, we're at a point now where we'll probably start attacking with Colonnade. If we can draw an untapped lane with the narrative, it's even better. Nice, and we did. Tomorrow we will find out. We can wait a couple turns on this Phlage, because we do have 3 dress downs in the deck. Which I don't think we've not seen any yet, right? Yep. We did put one on the bottom off that dig through timer, an expressive. I do remember that. Do. Ugh. I'm sorry, what are you? I mean, these aren't going to get better. We'll just pass it back. Just kind of doing the Colonnade Beach thing. Which does get the job done. But is definitely not necessarily exciting to watch, I would assume. Whoa! Steel Overseer. This guy's playing some cool stuff. This guy doesn't have Luris. Luris seems kind of good in this deck. Oh, he's got Emery. Me feel like I'm to blame. We could kill that thing, but I think we just, like, try to kill any flying blockers. I was gonna try to go for the Phlage now. This basically means that he's got, yeah, but he'd have to have something for both of them. Which he might have, like, a Wrath, but then we still have Colonnade. Let's check on Corbin. I hear he's playing High Tide. Me feel like I'm to blame. Oh, Corbin's playing Fish. High Tide, huh? Plasma got so much mana, Corbin got no cards in hand. It's been a long one tonight. Corbin mills 48 cards. That's not good. Rip the spell pierce. Rip a remand. Rip something. I don't think he drew anything good. Good try, Corbin. Let me just validate that this match. This match does matter. So we got Mana Bond. So we got Mana Bond lands, which is always a cool deck, versus Nadu. So Nadu does not have an enabler right now, and the tough part is they can't really get one because the Blast Zone is on 1. So if they play Shuko or Nomads, they just blow it up. So Kid's going to make a 20-20. Oh yeah, Nomads is still really good. It's just... Well, actually, wait, no, yeah, it still gets there, right? Nomad still gets there. People are setting off fireworks already. That's insane to me. He's going to get an auto trigger from that too, right? Yep. Such riveting gameplay. Nadu does do some cool stuff, I will say that. I honestly think that the worst thing about Nadu right now in VV is just the fact that Illusionist exists. Like if Nadu, if it was just Nadu, is it still the most broken thing you can do? Probably. But it's at least more interesting. Like, your deck does open up to like a ton more budget because you cut the Illusionists, but now you actually like get a chance, right? Yeah, I think that's why we get so like toxic towards Nadu is like the fact that um they go to do illusionist things, right? And then you like hold all the stuff for the illusionist so you don't die because you have to. Like you have to like have your spell pierce, your ravenous trap or whatever. And then turn 2 goes and they don't do it, but they like wizard cycle for Nadu, and then now they're like doing Nadu things. But at the same point, like, I don't know, like I I don't know, I have so many feelings on the Nadu ban discourse. It's just like not worth talking about. I would like to see what the deck looks like without Illusionist. Because there's probably a good 10 cards that you take out. Because, like, you're not going to be doing Dread Return stuff, I assume. Dread Return Lab Mana doesn't make sense. I like a transformative sideboard. Nadu gets to have a transformative main board, which is tough. Yep. Without Illusionist, we'll probably be Teamer with Hawkeye Bow. Seeker's like money though, right? Like, isn't it like $2 to $3? Because Illusionist isn't that much. Yeah, I know it got banned to Pauper, but like right now it's like money. And the other thing too, like I know that card should go down. Sometimes there's weird like price memory things. I never trust like cards going down. I'm hopeful, but and he's a wizard? Okay. There's some discussion here. If there's ever a super OP graveyard deck that forces a bizarre level amount of sideboard hate, then I think that's how it would get. It should be now. It should be it should be Nadu. It should be literally like you have an answer for like a turn 2 death. Like it was different when we were doing Wednesdays and Sundays where people weren't playing Nadu online and it was just like, oh, it's just at the main event. Now they're playing it online. I think Oops is doable. This should be the end of the game. I think actually. Okay, that's the match. So we just need the last report and we're done. All right, so we will look at some decks now. Man, there's a ton of decks I want to look at. I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get time to really watch anybody. All right. Do want to quickly look at the Mana Bond deck. Oh my god, he's only playing Abundant Harvest Mana Bond to maximize on it. That's pretty crazy. Temple of the False God, I don't know about that. What do you do with all the mana? I love the 8 sideboard cards for burn. Interesting deck. Went 3-1. Oh, so, okay, we have bow. We've got a bow deck. Okay, so I do like Reckless Handling. Tutoring for your Hawkeye, and then you have Step Through. I think probably I don't think you want this Pyrokinesis. You could be playing Fury and getting so much more money. Is there a reason you don't play Fury here? I don't think there is. I don't see one. So you get a bunch of money by just playing Fury there. Oh, interesting. This is cool, though. I'm into this. I think you just don't interact well enough. You know, actually, Fork, I don't know if you're in here, but if you are in here, like, this looks like a good Oliphant foil whatever deck. Because you got Oliphant to cycle, find this. Also finds this to turn on your foil. And like I said, you could make these Furies and you open up some budget. So this is cool, though. This is a cool strategy. Like this guy was cooking here. Something I might like, just because you have like Is It Charms it considers, is it maximize velocity that like gives haste. So you can discard and then jumpstart it to give your Pheto Alchemist haste. I like that. This is cool, though. I'm glad we looked at some of the decks, even though I'm sweating like crazy. I just wanted to burn through this guy's list real quick and see what he's doing. Oh, Surge Engine, cool. So it's kind of, yeah, I mean, like, you could play... If you cut the Emerys, you could play Luris. Interesting deck, though. Let's look at Corbin. Oh my god, Corbin, you have so much money. What are we doing? Four Flare seems good. I don't have a lot of notes for this one. This looks pretty good, Corbin. Look at Toad's list. Oh, we're doing Horobi in case we pair against Nadu. Okay, just another way to like draw extra cards. Why are we doing this? Steely Dan? I need to understand more what the Steely Resolve is doing here. I'm into this. I'm into this. I was building Team Irek at one point. 4 Wilderness Trek seems like a lot, though. Main deck Glorious Decay. Why are people playing that card? Dramatic Critique is good. I still think I'd want one Expansion Explosion, though. Main deck Damping Sphere? What? I'm a little unsure about this. Oh my god, he doesn't have a sideboard. Oh, okay. Wait. The sideboard's imported because the main deck's showing 75 cards. This makes sense. Okay, everybody, calm down. I like it though. Like the Aetherizes might be in the board. These Glorious Decays are definitely in the board. Test of Talents are maybe these Spell Pierces. I'm into it though. I think Team of Wreck is unexplored, and I think Wreck decks are still good. People are just afraid to see the price tag. All right, let's look at this thing. All right, Devin, we got to talk about something here. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Flash fire. I don't think you need all these flash fires. All right, here's my thing. Here's my deck doctor of this. It's fine if you want to do the Harbinger of Seas like Boyle stuff, like that's fine. But I don't even like Harbinger in this deck. I don't think you need to spend the money on this because you have so much land destruction, and you have so much land destruction that puts basics into play for them. So like if you're putting basics in play and then you play Harbinger, it doesn't do anything. Tablet's 259. I'm never going to play that tablet deck. I should have played it when I got the chance. But yeah, like I think you had some good things going against me where like I didn't have too many basics. But like I don't know. You're a little too deep in the sauce. You're so deep in the sauce that you're burning it. And I don't think it's bad. You were doing some of the good stuff against me, but then like you know what I would want to see? I would want to see you playing like Roiling Terrain, where if you're gonna blow up all my lands, including my basics, at least make like 4 mana burn spell. But I think the Sailor's Bane stuff's cool. I like Hellkite because Hellkite's just a good body. That's fine though. All right, thoughts on the deck. Could have been 4-0. I misplayed versus Nadu. I am so sticky right now, by the way. But I misplayed against Nadu. Sucks. What else we play against? We played against that guy's artifact deck. Played against Ponza. And then I'm blanking on the other deck. What the heck was the other deck? What did we play against? Oh, Rhinos. Here's things I want. One, I think Wrath of the Skies has to stay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be good. Wrath felt very good. Phlage needs to keep going down. If Phlage goes from the price it is now to just even $2, we get to slot in a third just off its own price change. So that's really good. I honestly like the expressive iterations. Like, I'm a big fan of stock up, but there were times that we were just like squeezing it for 2 mana with like permission up to just like hit a land drop. And I like that. I think iteration's actually pretty good for this deck, oddly. And the dangerous thing for me is if I do start playing this more, I'm gonna just start foiling out the red staples for blue white. I did like the sideboard. We boarded in everything but the Crumble and the White Orchid Phantoms, and those are specifically for posts, which we didn't play. I would have brought them in versus Mana Bond too, but if we played against that. So I like the 75. I think the lands were a little sketch sometimes. Maybe we don't need all 4 Field of Ruins. But I thought it was good. I thought it looked solid. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm gonna keep it in my back pocket. Might just keep playing it. We will wrap things up here though because I need to shower. I am disgusting. I feel like I was at the beach in the sun. I feel disgusting. So, if you're watching on Twitch, Twitch affiliate, you can follow with Prime. Um, there are emotes, working on other sub goal things. There's also, you can use your channel points to request decks or to ban Corbin forever. If you're watching on YouTube, do this every Wednesday on Twitch at 7. We will also be doing Creator Clash on Mondays every so often. The next one is July 13th, which is a typo matchup thing. I have Soldier Boy. If you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. So that way you can get regular updates as well. And let me know what you think. I think I got a couple of decks that I want to keep in my holster, but like I said, if it's hot like this up in like in this room for the streams, I got to figure something out, or else we're gonna play fast decks. I got this cool other idea though that I was thinking on, and I'm probably gonna work on it tonight, which is Teamer through the breach, dramatic entrance, and then also a copy of Flash. I think I'm gonna update my through the breach deck. Um, might do like World Spine Worm and the Tree Folk that like blows up a non-creature permanent. Um, I was thinking about that though. So you're like a control deck. You can growth spiral, so you can like hit your like 5-drop action spells. But I don't know. It's turning gears in my head. So maybe if it's not a sauna up here, we'll run that, in the coming weeks. But appreciate you guys watching. This deck was a ton of fun, despite the couple misplays and it being just abysmal up here tonight. But appreciate you guys hanging. I'll see you next week.